In today's digital landscape, a troubling trend has emerged where content creators exploit famous names to generate clicks and views through misleading information. This phenomenon affects personalities across the spectrum, from gospel music legend Bill Gaither to former President Barack Obama and his wife Michelle. This comprehensive examination explores how clickbait works, why it proliferates, and what viewers can do to identify and avoid falling victim to this deceptive content. Clickbait represents a marketing and engagement strategy that employs sensationalist, misleading, withholding, or deceptive content specifically designed to entice clicks and drive page views. When scrolling through social media or video platforms, you've likely encountered headlines promising shocking revelations about celebrities that seem too dramatic to be true, because they often are. These attention-grabbing titles serve as digital bait, luring viewers with promises that the content rarely fulfills. The primary motivation behind clickbait is financial. Content creators craft these misleading headlines to attract traffic that generates advertising revenue. Every additional visitor represents potential income through ad impressions and clicks, creating a powerful incentive to prioritize sensationalism over factual accuracy. Beyond monetary gain, clickbait serves secondary purposes in the digital media ecosystem. Some publishers deliberately use sensational headlines to shape narratives or manipulate public opinions, particularly around polarizing topics. By eliciting strong emotional reactions, whether outrage, curiosity, or sympathy, such content aims to increase comments, shares, and overall visibility across digital platforms, further amplifying its reach and impact. The celebrity clickbait landscape has evolved dramatically with the integration of artificial intelligence technologies. Recent investigations have uncovered YouTube videos employing sophisticated combinations of AI-generated and manipulated media to create entirely fabricated content containing disinformation about numerous public figures. According to NBC News reporting, videos containing false information about black celebrities have become particularly prevalent. These productions push fabricated narratives about figures like Sean Diddy Combs, TV host Steve Harvey, actor Denzel Washington, and Bishop T.D. Jakes, often stemming from unrelated real events but manipulated to implicate innocent parties in scandals or controversies without evidence. The scale of this problem is substantial. Some of these AI-generated videos have amassed millions of views, with individual channels accumulating tens of millions of combined views. The videos gain traction quickly by remixing authentic news with false information and allegations, creating a veneer of credibility that can be difficult for average viewers to penetrate. Bill Gaither, a respected gospel music artist, exemplifies how trusted religious figures can become targets for clickbait creators. The search results indicate his music conveys messages of authenticity and truth, as evidenced in songs like Something to Say, which emphasizes sincerity and genuine expression. This creates a painful irony when his name is exploited in misleading content that contradicts these very values. While the specific nature of clickbait targeting Gaither isn't detailed in our sources, the pattern typically involves sensationalized headlines suggesting scandals, controversies, or health crises that have no basis in reality. For audiences who connect with religious figures on a spiritual level, such misinformation can be particularly distressing and damaging to the relationship between these trusted individuals and their communities. Former President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama continue to face coordinated misinformation campaigns years after leaving office. Our research indicates that conspiracies about Michelle Obama have proliferated online, with fact-checking platforms like PolitiFact having to assess and debunk false claims about her gender. These fabricated stories demonstrate how public figures remain vulnerable to persistent misinformation campaigns long after they've left the spotlight. The search results reference specific examples where Facebook users shared links to clickbait pages containing false information about Michelle Obama, illustrating how this content spreads across platforms and communities. Understanding how clickbait spreads reveals concerning patterns in content creation and distribution. NBC's investigation found that several YouTube channels initially focused on technology reviews before pivoting to publishing AI-generated fake celebrity news after noticing the significant viewership increase such content attracted. This strategic shift demonstrates how engagement metrics drive content creation decisions in the digital economy. More troublingly, some of these channels have connections to commercial digital publishing companies. According to NBC's findings, at least 2 channels posting AI-generated fake news about black celebrities had email addresses connected to Creolon Entertainment, a Swedish digital publishing company that employs freelancers across several countries to create content. This suggests an industrial scale to the production of celebrity misinformation. The prevalence of celebrity clickbait contributes to a broader erosion of information integrity online. A BuzzFeed News analysis found that during the 2016 election, fake news headlines on Facebook garnered more engagement than legitimate news stories from established media outlets. During the last 3 months of the presidential campaign, the top 20 fake election-related articles received more than 8.7 million engagements, compared to fewer than 7.4 million for the top 20 legitimate news stories. This pattern suggests that sensationalist content consistently outperforms factual reporting in terms of user engagement, creating perverse incentives for content creators. When 66% of Facebook users report getting news from the platform, as the Pew Research data indicates, the proliferation of false information undermines the entire information ecosystem. Recognizing the characteristics of clickbait is essential for digital media consumers. Common red flags include headlines written in all caps, promises of an unrealistic number of revelations or tips, and phrases specifically designed to invoke curiosity without providing substantive information. Articles often lack depth, relying on vague anecdotes or unnamed sources rather than verifiable facts. In contrast, legitimate journalism emphasizes research, reliable sourcing, and impartiality. While some degree of sensationalism in blog titles is acceptable to attract audience attention, authentic reporting prioritizes factual accuracy over dramatic presentation. When evaluating celebrity news, consumers should look for evidence of thorough research and credible sourcing. Developing critical media literacy skills offers the best protection against celebrity clickbait. Before accepting claims as factual, consider consulting multiple reliable sources, particularly those with established journalistic standards. Pay attention to whether articles cite specific verifiable sources or rely on vague references to insiders or anonymous sources. Be particularly cautious of content that elicits strong emotional reactions, as this is a common tactic to increase engagement regardless of factual accuracy. When encountering shocking claims about celebrities like Bill Gaither or the Obamas, take a moment to verify the information through trusted news outlets before sharing or commenting, which helps prevent the further spread of misinformation. The exploitation of celebrity names for clicks and views represents a significant challenge to online information integrity. From gospel musicians to former presidents, public figures across the cultural and political spectrum find themselves unwilling protagonists in fabricated narratives designed solely to generate engagement. The rise of AI-generated content has only exacerbated this problem, creating increasingly sophisticated forms of misinformation. As we navigate this complex information landscape, critical thinking becomes essential. By understanding the mechanics and motivations behind celebrity clickbait, recognizing the warning signs of misleading content, and prioritizing verified information from reliable sources, we can collectively work toward a healthier digital information ecosystem that respects both truth and the public figures whose names are so often exploited for profit. In this era of information abundance, the responsibility falls on both platforms to better moderate misleading content and on users to approach sensational claims with appropriate skepticism. Only through these combined efforts can we begin to address the problem of celebrity-targeted clickbait and preserve the integrity of our shared information spaces.